Hey, I'm Sophia. If you love the thrill as much as I do, you're in the right place. From adrenaline-fueled rides to uncovering the world's most iconic machines, gear up and subscribe to Sophia on Wheels for non-stop automotive adventure. When it comes to pickup trucks that are built to work hard and never back down, the Toyota Hilux has always been in a conversation of its own. It's not the kind of truck you buy because it looks good in a brochure. You buy it because you know it's going to deliver every single time, no matter what you throw at it. And honestly, I've always felt the Hilux carries this quiet confidence about it. It doesn't need to shout, it just performs. But now, with the 2027 Toyota Hilux, things are moving forward in a way that's really hard to ignore. Because Toyota isn't just maintaining the Hilux anymore, they're actively pushing it forward. The 2027 model is expected to bring further refinements to its hybrid powertrain, a more capable electric variant with improved range, smarter off-road technology, and an even more polished cabin experience. So you're not just getting the toughest version of the Hilux yet, you're getting the most well-rounded one too. Performance-wise, the 2.8-liter turbo diesel remains the backbone of the lineup, still delivering around 200-plus horsepower and up to 500 Newton-meters of torque. But now the hybrid and electric options are becoming more mature, more capable, and more relevant to a wider range of buyers than ever before. And that's the thing I personally find most exciting about this generation. The Hilux isn't chasing trends, it's setting its own pace. It still has that go anywhere, do anything character at its core, but it's becoming smarter, cleaner, and more capable of fitting into modern life without any compromise. So in today's video, we're going through 8 solid reasons to buy the 2027 Toyota Hilux. This is Sophia, and you're watching Sophia on Wheels. Let's get into it. Reason 1, durability that just keeps getting better. Starting with the first reason, and honestly, this is still the foundation on which everything else is built, the legendary durability and reliability that the Hilux name stands for. And what makes the 2027 model interesting is that Toyota isn't just maintaining that reputation, they're actively strengthening it. The body-on-frame construction is still very much at the heart of this truck. It's stronger, more capable under load, and far more resilient under sustained stress than unibody designs, and that's not changing anytime soon. But for 2027, Toyota is expected to push further with advanced high-strength steel in key structural areas, improving rigidity without adding unnecessary weight. That means better payload handling, better long-term durability, and a chassis that stays tight even after years of hard use. What I personally appreciate is that Toyota keeps finding ways to improve the fundamentals rather than just adding surface-level features. The 2.8-liter diesel continues to be refined for reduced internal wear, better thermal management, and longer service intervals, which matters a lot if you're running this truck as a daily work vehicle. The 2027 Hilux isn't just built tough, it's built to last longer than ever. Reason 2, a more mature multi-powertrain lineup. Moving on to the second reason, and this is where the 2027 Hilux starts to feel like a genuinely grown-up platform. The multi-powertrain strategy that Toyota introduced with the 2026 model is now more refined and more capable across the board. The 2.8-liter turbo diesel remains the go-to for buyers who need maximum towing and payload performance, and it continues to deliver around 500 Newton-meters of torque with the kind of dependability that has made it one of the most trusted engines in this segment. The 48-volt mild hybrid system is also expected to be further tuned for 2027, offering even smoother integration between the electric motor and the diesel engine and delivering greater efficiency gains in real-world driving conditions. And then there's the fully electric variant, which is maturing as a genuine option rather than just a statement of intent. Improved battery management, better thermal efficiency, and smarter energy recovery are all expected to make the electric Hilux a more compelling choice for urban and fleet buyers. The lineup now genuinely covers every type of buyer, and that's a position very few pickups in this segment can claim. Reason 3, the electric Hilux gets serious. The third reason is one I'm particularly excited about, because the electric Hilux is no longer just a debut model finding its feet. For 2027, it's expected to take a meaningful step forward with improved range, better real-world efficiency, and a more capable overall package. Range is expected to push closer to 300 kilometers on the WLTP cycle, which makes a genuine difference for fleet operators and urban work environments where daily charging is part of the routine. The dual-motor all-wheel drive setup continues to deliver instant torque from both axles, giving you that immediate, responsive power delivery that actually works in your favor when you're navigating tight job sites, loading docks, or low-speed off-road conditions. Payload and towing figures are also expected to see modest improvements as Toyota refines the platform. And with more markets introducing zero-emission zones and tighter fleet emissions targets, the electric Hilux is becoming less of a niche choice and more of a practical necessity for businesses that need a capable pickup without the fuel costs or emissions. Toyota has clearly committed to this direction, and the 2027 model shows that commitment is getting more serious. Reason 4. Towing and payload that mean business. On to the fourth reason, and this is where the 2027 Hilux continues to prove that capability hasn't been sacrificed in the pursuit of technology. Because at the end of the day, a pickup truck has to be able to do the job, and the Hilux absolutely still does. The diesel and hybrid variants continue to offer up to 3.5 tons of towing capacity, which puts it firmly at the serious end of the pickup segment. Whether you're hauling a boat, a construction trailer, or a loaded caravan, this truck handles it with confidence and without drama. A payload of around 1 ton remains consistent, meaning the bed can carry a full working load day after day without the truck feeling strained. What I personally like about the 2027 model is that Toyota is expected to further refine the towing assistance systems, smarter trailer sway control, improved tow mode calibration, and better integration between the hybrid system and the drivetrain under load. So not only do the numbers stay strong, but the experience of actually towing becomes more controlled and more confident. Reason 5. Off-road capability gets smarter. Moving on to the fifth reason, and this is where the 2027 Hilux genuinely excites me. Because it's not just maintaining its off-road reputation, it's building on it with smarter, more advanced technology that makes real-world off-roading more capable and more accessible. The foundation is still rock solid. Proper 4WD with low-range gearing, a rear differential lock, active traction control, and 700mm water weighting depth, all of it remains. But for 2027, Toyota is expected to expand the terrain management system with more granular surface modes and improved sensor integration, so the truck responds more precisely to changing conditions on the go. There's also expected to be improved crawl control calibration, making low-speed technical off-roading even more manageable for less experienced drivers without taking anything away from the people who really know how to wheel a truck. Approach and departure angles remain strong, and ground clearance continues to be a genuine asset on rocky or uneven terrain. The Hilux has always been one of the most capable pickups off-road, and the 2027 model is set to extend that lead even further. Reason 6. Refinement that makes daily driving genuinely enjoyable. Reason 6 is about something that has been one of the most significant transformations in the Hilux story over the last couple of years, and in 2027, it takes another step forward. We're talking about refinement and everyday drivability, and the gap between the Hilux and more road-focused rivals is continuing to close. The 48V mild hybrid system is expected to be even more seamlessly integrated in 2027, with smoother transitions between engine and electric assistance, a further reduction in engine noise at startup and low speeds, and an overall driving feel that's noticeably more relaxed than any older Hilux generation ever offered. Fuel efficiency improvements are also expected to push slightly beyond the 6 to 10% gains seen in the 2026 model, which, over the lifetime of a work vehicle, is a meaningful saving. The suspension tuning is expected to be further refined, improving ride comfort on sealed roads without compromising the off-road performance that defines this truck. And honestly, that balance, tough enough for anything, comfortable enough for everything, is exactly what the modern Hilux buyer is looking for. Reason 7. Interior and technology that feels premium. The seventh reason is one that would have felt out of place talking about a Hilux just a few years ago, but in 2027, it's a genuine highlight. The interior and technology package continue to evolve, and the cabin now feels like it belongs in a premium vehicle rather than just a tough working truck. Building on the dual 12.3-inch display setup introduced in 2026, the 2027 model is expected to bring improved software, faster processing, and enhanced over-the-air update capability, meaning the truck systems can improve after purchase without a dealership visit. Wireless connectivity, improved voice command integration, and a more intuitive interface all contribute to a cabin that genuinely feels modern. Physical controls for key off-road and climate functions remain, which is the right call. Practicality always wins in a working truck. Seat comfort, noise insulation, and material quality are also expected to see further upgrades, making long drives less tiring and the overall ownership experience more enjoyable. The Toyota Safety Sense suite is expected to be updated as well, with more refined driver assistance systems and improved camera and radar integration for better awareness in tight working environments. Reason 8. A design that commands attention. And the eighth and final reason is about how the 2027 Hilux looks, because design matters and Toyota knows it. Building on the sharper, more muscular direction established in 2026, the 2027 model is expected to bring further refinements that make it look even more purposeful and premium. Expect cleaner surfacing on the body panels, more distinctive lighting signatures front and rear, and potentially new exterior color and trim options that give buyers more ways to personalize the truck to their taste. The overall stance, wide, planted, and confident, remains a strong visual identity for the Hilux, and Toyota is expected to lean further into that language with the 2027 update. What I personally love about the direction this truck is going is that it looks as capable as it actually is. It doesn't need to exaggerate with unnecessary styling gimmicks. The 2027 Hilux looks like a truck that means business, and that quiet confidence is exactly what this nameplate has always been about. So after 8 reasons, here's the bottom line. Should you buy the 2027 Toyota Hilux? And honestly, if the 2026 model was the most complete Hilux we'd ever seen, the 2027 version is shaping up to be even better in almost every area that matters. The core strengths are all still here. Legendary durability, serious towing and payload capability, and genuine off-road performance that hasn't been softened. But layer on top of that a more mature powertrain lineup, a more capable electric option, smarter off-road systems, a more refined daily driving experience, and a cabin that genuinely feels premium, and you have a truck that's harder to argue against than ever before. The 2027 Hilux isn't just keeping up with the competition. It's setting the standard for what a modern pickup truck should be. Tough enough for the hardest jobs, smart enough for the modern world, and refined enough to live with every single day. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Sophia on Wheels. It genuinely helps the channel and keeps these videos coming. Drop a comment below and let me know, are you considering the 2027 Hilux, and which powertrain are you leaning towards? And if this breakdown changed the way you look at where trucks are headed, get a sneak peek at this $12,000 truck Hilux Champ shouldn't exist. But it does! And the most surprising thing about it is that this truck wasn't just built on a budget, it completely rewrote what affordable actually means in the pickup world, which is now popped up on the upper left of your screen.